Well, hello. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Darren Green Show, your one-stop shop for celebrity gossip, news and music, pop culture, and the latest gab on social media. Be sure that if you're watching this on YouTube, to leave your thoughts in the comments, leave a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are we doing? Also, for my audio listeners, hey, be sure to rate the podcast and leave your review. Okay? Now, let me tell y'all something real quick, child. I have been fighting with my hair. I literally, like I said, I've always thought about having a paywall so I can show y'all like the bloopers of these episodes, child, because I really be going through it. When I tell you, and it's still not at a part where I like it, but it's at a part where it's manageable, child. I had washed my hair today and also got my hair cut because there's something I'm working on soon that I can't really talk about too much. But it's when I tell y'all, child, y'all gonna be like, oh my God. But yeah, I'm trying to get ready for that and get my stuff together. And I wash my hair, and sometimes when I wash my hair shrinks. Like it shrinks, and then the next day I'll be like, right? So it's that and the fact that this barber, I mean, I go to two different barbers, and they both have different visions for what they want for my hair. Okay. On one hand, I'll be like, okay, y'all doing y'all thing. On the other hand, I'm like, what is this? I never asked for a high top fade. I always ask for a low fade. I got an eraser tip head. Okay. Well, I don't got an eraser tip head, but it's the way that my head is shaped. When you give me a high top and the high top be it like the way it like bulges over, it just looked like an eraser tip. And I don't like that. I'm giving like the black dude from Hey Arnold. Like I don't like that. I don't like the Marge Simpson. Give me a low fade. Make it low. When have I ever asked for a high fade? And by the time I noticed what was going on, child, it was too late. I'm like, oh my goodness. So hopefully by tomorrow, my hair will go up a little bit more so it can like hide some of this or something like that. I'll try to figure something out, child. But anyway, like I said, I have an announcement that I'll be announcing pretty soon. And I don't want to say too much on it. I don't want to jinx the situation, but it's really good. It's something that I needed, and, you know, an opportunity that was kind of random. They must saw my videos. Ooh, child, let me not talk too much, child. I'm talking too much. Anyway, with that being said, be sure to check the most recent episodes. I know that it's a lot of episodes that's coming out. Like I'm doing the Monday through Friday shows. So I know that some episodes might get thrown to the wayside. So be sure to check back on those older episodes. They're still relevant and you still gonna have a good time. Okay. With that being said, let's get into the hot topics. We have to talk about Jerrod Carmichael. Okay, first of all, he got on the Breakfast Club and he backpedaled. We got to get into that. We also got to talk about Halle Bailey and DDG potentially breaking up, child. That's what people are saying. Young Miami, she ain't allegedly, child. She shaded Nicki Minaj and tried to cover it up, okay? Then we got to talk about Courtney Love shading Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Madonna, all that and more coming up on the Darren Green Show, okay? Now, let's start with this Jerrod Carmichael situation. Okay. Now, last week, comedian Jerrod Carmichael found himself at the center of online backlash and the Breakfast Club's Donkey of the Day after he says one of his recent jokes was misinterpreted and taken out of context, okay? An ex-user called Carmichael out for allegedly admitting to engaging into race play with his boyfriend, who happens to be white. In a recent sit-down with Charlamagne, Jerrod clarifies that the joke was taken completely out of context and that it was not about his sexual acts with his partner. In fact, he encouraged folks to watch the entire joke as it was about his boyfriend's love for reading. Okay, now we got the context that he's talking about. So let me just play it here.
Makes me smarter. He makes me read. Like, you know, I have so many books, too many books, like more books. Realistically, I'm not gonna read all them damn books. Like he know that, but like the fact that I bought them says I love you. They're like just little monuments to him around my apartment. Just like, look at this book from Amazon that I'm never gonna read. I sometimes joke to him that like our relationship is like that of like a slave and the master's son who like teaches me how to read by candlelight. Yeah, he groans too because he's a good person.
So that's when he gets into the joke. So the context was his boyfriend is a bookworm and that he reads a lot of books and he encourages Jerrod to read some books and apparently that is like his boyfriend being a slave owner and him being the slave, and the slave owner's son is teaching him how to read or whatever the case is. That's the correlation. That's what came to your mind first. Anyway, this is what he said on The Breakfast Club. Now, I have to block the video because, The Breakfast Club, they love to take my videos down for copyright, chat. Okay. But this is what he said on The Breakfast Club.
Played a clip of my stand-up, but it started at the punchline, and it like completely erased the setup of it. And I really don't like that. It made it seem like I was talking like I'm into some type of race, sexual slavery role play with my boyfriend, which is untrue. It's so false. And I expect that type of thing from TMZ because they have no humanity. They don't care about the people that get hurt when they report these sort of things. But you're a friend, so I really didn't like that. I know you repeated it in the Neil interview. I didn't like that. That was very, very unfair. It was a joke.
I saw that clip though.
But I need you to watch the show. And anybody who watches the show, it's not what I said. Yeah, it's so false. It's so untrue. And I don't like that because it's like, no, well, we'll get into that later.
It's a joke about reading.
It has nothing to do with my boyfriend. It has nothing like the sex that we have. It's about my boyfriend reading so much. He makes me feel insecure about my level of reading. And look, I get it. It's something that people have been running.
Stick to the joke though. In context, the joke's still not a good joke.
Well, that's on you. Listen, I've been a professional comedian for a while. I got some
because you're still saying you're a slave. No, he's a slave master. Joke, the slave master is teaching the slave to read.
Listen, I'm talking about my own personal insecurity. I'm an educated person. I'm usually the smartest person in the room. He reads so much, it makes me feel like, oh, do I even know how to read? That joke works if I had a black boyfriend. My boyfriend were black. That joke actually works better if I had a black boyfriend.
And you the slave and the white person is the slave.
Listen, if you are...
And you're from North Carolina where the first anti-literacy laws were created in North and South Carolina.
Sure. But that's not my role as a comedian to start getting into like literacy laws and stuff like that. You've completely lost.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, they go back and forth. Now, my thing is this. Not you try to sit there and say it will work better if you had a black boyfriend. How would that even make sense? That wouldn't even make sense at that point. Like, so your black boyfriend is the slave owner and you're like no. It didn't make any sense. Well, it did make sense. It just was problematic. Okay. So at the end of the day, and he tried to use, I've been in the community. It just didn't work with you. I've been doing this for so long, trying to use his tenure as a comedian. Okay, sir. First of all, in any context, slavery, or joking about slavery, talking about slavery in front of people that are non-black, it's just not, it's not good. It's not funny. It may be funny to somebody that's racist, I mean, even your own boyfriend was uncomfortable by the joke. So that's a no-no, right? And for you to sit there and say, oh, well, TMZ, they took it out of context. You got to understand how it ruins people's lives when y'all talk. Don't sit there and come for a brand that's doing their job, reporting on the news. If you didn't say, and this is the problem I have with these celebrities, if you don't say the fuck shit, then people won't report on said fuck shit. Okay, do y'all not know how this works? Now, being that you made this joke, does that mean that you're into race play? Because that's a different story. He's joking about slavery, and then there's this race play. For people that don't know what that is, that means that a black person is having sexual encounters with a white person, and they're reenacting a moment where a slave is being assaulted by their slave owner. That's what I believe the definition of it is. The white person is calling them all types of N-words. I mean, there's whips involved, like fictitious, BDSM type whips, and it's kind of mirroring what went on in real life slavery. So that's basically what race play is. It is different from his joke. I mean, but I will say this, being that you made that joke and is so open about saying it, it can leave somebody to infer that you are into it, you've done it, you've thought about it. So that's what people are saying. Now, of course, the blogs and stuff like that and the news organizations, they're going to sit there and they're going to use buzzwords and they're going to run with it because, we need numbers. Okay, that's just what it is. But if you would have never said that bull crap, you wouldn't been getting this backlash. You had to have understand that was just not, that's not what you say. Even people that are into race play, even the people that get down like that, because there are, I'm pretty sure there's some people that probably was like, okay, I ain't see nothing wrong with it because they're doing it themselves. At least they don't vocalize it. It's something about some of these gays, honey, some of these black gays, honey, when they get into the internet, because I feel like, what's the dude, Bob the drag queen, said he was into watching that and stuff like that. Like, why y'all be vocalizing it? And then get mad when y'all get the backlash and say, oh, it's out of context. It's always out of context. Every comedian and person in the entertainment industry, like when something comes out, it's always, oh, it's out of context. You got to watch the whole thing. But we saw the whole thing and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So I think that you're into race play. Me personally, I don't think so, or I'm just indifferent. I don't know. But at the end of the day, we wouldn't be having these thoughts and opinions if you wouldn't have made that joke. He reminds me of Donald Glover so much. And that's why I kind of am agitated by him, because Donald Glover would be on that same type time. Like, but I will say this, he doesn't get half as much backlash. Donald Glover does not get half as much backlash as he should as a Jerrod Carmichael, and we all know where that stems from. Now, I'm also seeing people saying, "Oh, this isn't a straight people problem," like, or this only happens on that side, the rainbow, this, that, and the third. Don't sit there. First of all, don't invoke us, because we don't be doing that shit. We ain't a monolith up in here. Okay, now calm down. He is his own person, and we are our own people. Okay, let's be very clear. But honestly, I want to talk about this on the deeper level. I think that, and I know me and Teddy talked about this, extensively. I think we're going to go live soon and talk about this again because of the topic. I think that he is, and I'm not trying to excuse, I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not trying to condone his actions and how he's been moving on this show. I'm just saying that I can understand how a person, just coming from another black queer person, I can understand how he got here, right? We're talking about him. Now, I never came out as an adult. I think that is very, like, girl, you got to take that Band-Aid off when you're, at least you in high school, child, because when you doing this, you trying to figure all this out when you an adult, woo, girl, you... So you learn differently. You pick up things differently. And I think that being that he came out and his mother reacted the way that she reacted, and I did watch his stand-up show and I seen the hurt in him. I think that when it comes to people, and this is considered a traumatic experience. You're coming out, and your mom is just not here for it, or your loved one, a person that you really was near and dear, is not here for it. They reject you. They're praying the gay away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what she did with Tim. I think that can make anybody, like, not insane, but become toxic themselves. Like, because we see him do all the stuff to his boyfriend. I mean, like, you are actively, like, cheating on him and admitting it and putting this all on a show and really gaslighting him, and then really also gaslighting us when by saying that we've all taken it out of context. I think that he's a hurt person and he's hurting others and doing things that are destructive, because that's kind of the thing. Like, and that's the part of our community where, I've been there, child, seeing the world, feeling that the world hates me, and people that are my loved ones feeling a way about who I am and stuff like that. It can make anybody snap, and it can make anybody do toxic things and just, F the world. And, him, just dating white people just for the validation because you felt like you would never get it with your own race or whatever the case is. Like I said, I'm not condoning. I'm just saying, okay, I can see how he got there, right? But ultimately, I think that he needs some therapy. He needs some black therapists too. Okay, let me point that out. He needs a black therapist, okay? He should have tried to get Ayanlo in there. Okay, and I'm always bringing her up because she do a good job. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. She got a bad take. Okay, the broken clock works twice a day, right? So I think he need to get her on there. Okay. But I don't know. Y'all will tell me what y'all think in the comments. I did not think I was going to talk about this topic so long, but I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. I do want to talk about Halle. Girl. what is going on? So according to the Jasmine brand, shout out to the Jasmine brand, reports state that social media users realized that Halle and her man, DDG, were no longer following each other on Instagram sometime last week. Additionally, the couple appears to have removed most images from their accounts. Rumors were fueled even further following Halle Bailey's solo Coachella appearance over the weekend. The star shared videos of herself from the festival cheering on her sister Chloe Bailey, writing, Chloe was amazing. I'm so proud of you. Notably, however, DDG was not in attendance, while neither was hinted at any problems with their relationship as of late. This isn't the first time the couple faced breakup scrutiny. If you recall, nearly a year ago, many thought that the young entertainer's relationship had gone sour after rapper Ruby Rose, DDG's ex-girlfriend, shared a private DM he sent to her asking to meet up. The YouTuber reflected on the situation during a recent interview, insisting that he had no intentions of actually connecting with the musician and claimed that Halle was fully aware of everything happening. Okay, so here's my thing about this situation. If this is true, Halle, I'm so glad that you got out of that. I'm so glad that, girl, get out of his web. The fact that I feel like you should have got rid of him, because I think, like I said on my girl Medusa Live, I love Halle to death, but I do think she might be a little birdish. Okay, it do sometimes be giving bird vibes. I want her to get rid of him. I feel like she should have got rid of him when that situation happened with Ruby Rose. You sat there and you messaged your ex saying that, hey, I want to meet up in front of Halle, because we saw that in the interview. He talked about it. That is so toxic. That's manipulative. Like, I would immediately not trust this dude after that situation. Like, and it's so crazy because I wasn't on the whole hate train of DDG, because let me say something, DDG, when I tell you they came for this man tooth and nail when the reports came out that they were getting together, and the fact that she has a child by this man, I'm not saying that it ruined her career. She still has room to grow as an artist, as an actress, in many roles to do. But it's definitely going to put a damper on her career, because she's going to have to deal with a baby father for the rest of their lives. Hopefully he don't try to get you on no child support, child. I mean, but I don't think he would. I mean, he's a YouTuber. I mean, she can fight that. Like, he got money. Like, he got his own money. She got her money, whatever, this, that, and the third. Don't marry this man. We'll see them weeks later hanging out, going to the beach and stuff like that. I'm like, Halle, get out of it. This look, he is toxic. That is some toxic shit. Cause see, child, that happened to me before, child. I was talking to some dude or whatever, talking, not together, honey. But he would do some shit like that too. Mm-hmm. He would, oh yeah. I'm gonna text so-and-so. You'll never amount to so-and-so. I was like, you know what? I won't ever amount to so-and-so. You go ahead, baby. You go ahead. Bye. We are not dealing with that all 2024. Okay, Halle, I'm praying that you are doing so well, and you go ahead, you move on. That don't mean you gotta be single just because you got a child, because some people feel like that. Look, find you a new person, somebody that's kind of on your level. I'm just saying, let's try that sometime. Maybe try that. But yeah, no, this is some good news. Maybe not for you, girl, but it's definitely some good news, girl. Get out while you still have a chance. All right. And you guys will tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. Now, Young Miami, girl, what's going on? She claims that she liked a shady post about Nicki Minaj. Okay. Now, she said, in quotes on Twitter, I'm a grown-ass lady with 2 kids and don't have time to be inserting myself in anything that has nothing to do with me. I don't have a problem with anyone. Please leave me alone. Every day I wake up on this app, it's something new. I'm tired. I'm on here to promote my shit and keep moving. Okay, but survey says, girl, you did like a negative tweet about Nicki Minaj. As you can see here, sorry for the audio listeners, it was a post that says Meg's still winning. And it was a post from Megan Coffin or whatever, that lawyer, legal person that be talking about stuff. And it was something that had to do with Nicki and Meg, and it was something negative towards Nicki. And then there was a tweet that responded. He was like, Meg, stay winning. And she liked the tweet. You liked it. My whole thing with that, girl, I still feel like it is very shady that these social media sites can show random people what you like and what you interact with. The likes tab gotta go. Honestly, I'm tired of it. Because it's like, I don't want y'all to know what I be liking. And I feel like I said this before. Like, that's why I got burner accounts on there, child. Because no, that is so crazy. But anyway, Young Miami, you did like it. I mean, stand on business. You know, well, it's been outed. Okay. And I think there are different tiers of subscription you can do for Twitter so that people can't see your likes anymore. But girl, that need to be free. Okay, that don't make no sense, Elon. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion, child. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about that in the comments, child. I did want to continue onto this Cenat conversation. Now, he is real petty. So, Cenat buys this ex-worker's domain. So every time you search this girl up on social media, or well, not social media, on like Google or something like that, which don't nobody go to Google to find a worker. Girl, you go on Twitter. But whatever. If you search this girl up via Google, his domain, like his websites will pop up and it will show all the lies that she's been saying. Girl, listen to what he had to say.
Rush.com. Oh my God!
Girl, he laughed.
He got you, bitch. Hold on. Wait. Here is the KiaraRush.com website. Kiara Rush exposed as a liar. Hold on, what else though? Every single clip for anybody who messes up. Oh wait, I don't know Kiara's real name. Hold on, we don't know it.
Anyway, yeah, girl. Like I said, I completely understand how he could be frustrated by this. He is just petty as hell. He's petty LaBelle, okay? But yeah, I mean, when you do certain things to certain people, you got to face the consequences, I guess. Anyway, let's move on. I want to talk about this girl, Courtney Love. First of all, I had to look her up. She's some singer that does rock. I mean, country, and I don't know what she does. She's a singer. I listened to some of her songs recently because I was like, who is this girl? I got to figure out who she is. She's an artist, right? And in a recent interview with The Standard, Courtney didn't hold back when sharing her thoughts on some of the biggest names in the music industry. Of course, her comments quickly sparked a social media frenzy when fans and critics started weighing in on her remarks. While speaking with The Standard, Courtney came for a range of female artists, including Taylor Swift, Madonna, Lana Del Rey, and even Beyonce. She questioned Taylor Swift's artistic skills, labeling her as not important and drawing comparisons to Madonna. She said, in quotes, "Taylor is not important." The singer said to the outlet, "She might be a safe space for girls, and she's probably the Madonna of now, but she's not interesting as an artist." Speaking more on her dislike for Madonna, she added, "I don't like her, and she doesn't like me." Okay, so when it came to Beyonce, Courtney says that she's not here for the icon's latest album, Cowboy Carter, okay? However, she did state that she liked the significance of her latest project that, in quotes, symbolizes Black women going into spaces where previously only white women have been allowed. Courtney went on to admit that the music itself didn't resonate with her before confessing, "I don't like her music." Well, you know what they say about opinions. Everybody has them, just like an asshole. Yeah, I think it's very on brand for an artist that really not a lot of people ever knew about. Before some Courtney Love fans come in my comments miraculously saying, "Oh no, she did this, she did it, you need to do your research." Okay, got you. Because that's always the running joke. Like, you know, everybody, I say, you know, who is this person? And people are like, well, who are you? Okay, got you. I'm not known either. Don't nobody know me. That's fine. But what I'm just saying is, it's clear that a lot of these girls, a lot of these artists that really didn't make an impact in their careers always have something to say about the women who have made impact in their careers. So I mean, can I tell the truth? Now, when it came to Beyonce's, I kind of liked her opinion on it. I mean, Cowboy Carter is not going to be for everybody. You know, like I said, I have my reservations with the album as well, but I love what she's doing, you know, going into a space. I love that she said that too. She's going into a space that's normally for white women. So even though she don't like it, or she don't like her music in general, I'm like, okay. You know, I don't like people screaming into mics either, you know, but it's here we are. As for Taylor, and I don't mean to be biased. There was a little bit of truthness there. I think Taylor, because here's the thing. I listen to her music. I get into Taylor Swift music. For y'all Swifties come up in here and try to get me. Okay. I definitely get into Taylor's music. I love her lyrics. She is a amazing lyricist. Okay, let's be very clear on that. But other than that, outside of that, performances and singing, like, she do be playing it a little bit safe. She plays it safe, but she gets all the accolades. Her tour is the highest grossing tour for female artists, because I feel like Harry Styles is number 1, Taylor's number 2, Beyonce's number 3, of course. But she does play it safe and she gets everything. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of people that like Taylor. Part of it is because of privilege. Let's be very clear. I'm not going to hold you on that. Part of it is because of privilege. I will never not say that. But part of it is she does have a big fan base and people really do support her. Whether that means she's just supporting her despite Beyonce because of race or whatever, she has a lot of supporters. But she does come off safe. Like I saw her concert. I didn't see it personally, but I watched it on Disney. It was okay. Yeah, it was all right. She did her thing. She performed. It gave safe. Just like this girl Courtney said. So it was some truthness to it. Her dealings with Madonna, I'm interested to see what she had to say about Lana Del Rey, but I'm pretty sure probably would have been the same thing she said about Taylor, very safe. But Lana Del Rey, she does have something different to her, so I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comments. I'm done off Courtney. Like I said, I don't know her that much, girl. But yeah, my other topic I wanted to get into, this might be the last topic too, is this never-ending story, this saga that is the Porsha and Simon divorce. Okay. So apparently Porsha doesn't want to move out. Okay. In court documents obtained by Radar Online, Simon denies Porsha's claims that he changed the locks and kicked her out of their house, right? It's important to note that the home was purchased by Simon prior to their marriage. He claims that this is his only home in the U.S., per the report. Okay. Now, per the report, Simon said he's the sole payer of the purchase and expenses, okay, on the mansion since buying it in November 8th, 2021. It goes on to say that Simon informed the court that he remained in the marital house with his children during the divorce, adding Porsha has since moved back into the residence since filing for emergency hearing. Now, Porsha does have her own house. It's a $1.8 million home that she bought when she divorced Cordell. Okay. So, a lot of people saying it looks suspicious because why does a person that initiated this divorce wants to still be in the same house as you? Did Porsha pay a little bit of this house? This is a $7 million house. Let's be very clear. And I've seen the walkthrough on YouTube. It's a $7 million house. And we already done caught Simon in some lies. Like, he ain't got the money that he got. Let me find out she put half on it. Let me find out, because there's no way, if she is the person that's divorcing or initiated this divorce and wants to leave him, why? And she got a $1.8 million mansion. Why isn't she trying to move out? Why is she trying to stay there? I don't know. And we do know Simon to be a scammer, so he probably could have had some fake documents saying that he owned the house primarily, or that he bought it prior to them marrying, which didn't make any sense, but okay. I don't know. Or Porsha could be lying, or Porsha is just trying to, she think that she gonna get this house just because, pay me for my troubles. I want this house. Look, it's a nice house. Like, I did the walkthrough. There's a walkthrough on YouTube that shows Porsha in Simon's house, it is a nice ass house. Like, I'm pretty sure Porsha like, I ain't leaving. What you think I'm leaving, girl? I ain't leaving. Girl, bye. And I'm looking at these comments though, they're really not on Porsha's side. Anyway, it's very unclear as to what's going on here. I don't know, maybe Porsha wanted to flex on the when she come back to the show, like, this is my home, because it is a nice home. It's like I said, it's a $7 million home. I don't know, child. Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. Anyway, child, I am done with this podcast. See, my hair done deflated, honey. Deflated back down to its shrinked form, honey. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I did as well. I have to get out of here. I'll be back with the next episode tomorrow.